What is up, guys? It's Project A in the shop. Today we're going to be working on a leaky back glass. Alright, here is what we're going to be working on. So what we've got to do is this back glass is leaking right at the top. It's just got a small leak if it's raining, if you're washing the car or something like that. So this window's been in here a long time. Urethane's, coming off a little bit at the top. So what we're going to do is take off the chrome, cut this back window all the way out of the car, clean it up, clean up the jam, re-urethane it, and put it all back in. So let's get this project started. Step one here, we've got it all taped up. It's just to protect as we start to take this chrome off. The chrome trim ring that goes all the way around this window is going to come off first. So what we want to do is protect the paint, make sure we don't scratch anything as we're taking this apart. It's actually in 5 pieces. There's 2 up top, 1 on each side, which comes down to here, and then the long piece in the center here on the bottom. So we've got to take these off one at a time. Go ahead and start sliding them apart, and there are clips that hold it in all the way around the perimeter of the window. So we've got to carefully unclip it and try and pry it off of here. And when we're doing that, we want to make sure we don't scratch any of the paint. Also, as we get ready to urethane this and put it back in, we don't want to get urethane on the car either. So just trying to protect it both ways, and there's a little bit of protection there just to help. So now we'll jump on trying to get this chrome off and see if we can do it without bending any of it. Definitely don't want to bend it. I want to be careful with it and take the time and see if we can get it off of here. So let's give it a go. Alright guys, as you can see, it is the next day here in the shop. So ran into some issues taking this chrome off, and the top part came off really well, which it was already loose anyway. And I started fooling with the part down the sides, and I said, you know what, this is in there way too tight. So we need to look at another option here versus me just trying to pry it off. So I actually picked up a tool, and it's just this little clip removal tool. And what this is it should allow us to just get these clips off of here really easy behind that chrome. It just slides in behind them, let you get it loose, and then pop the chrome right up. So this tool was really cheap. I don't remember exactly, it was like $11, maybe $17 from Summit. So got it the next day, and this is gonna allow us to do that. I figure, you know what, spending a little bit of money on a tool is better than having to buy some new chrome if I end up bending it or something like that. So let's give this little tool an option, see if we can't get the chrome off. Then we can start cutting this window out. So let's see how this works. Let's give it a try. Alright, with a little bit of trial there, we got all the chrome off. And it wasn't bad. That new tool works pretty good. Let me grab it here and let's take a look at it. So basically it's just got these big claws. If you can see, there's these clips here. You can't really see it. You just grab the clip and kind of pull back a little bit and it'll just pull it right off there. So you can see one of the clips there. Just pull it back and the chrome just kind of slips in behind here and holds it on at a lip. So once we got that off, it was pretty smooth. We had used, when we put this on originally, we had used just some like gasket maker to kind of seal up and hold the chrome down a little better. This corner didn't have a clip, so it's got a clip here, and then you come down and there's another clip down here, but in this corner it was kind of loose, so we used some of this to hold it down, and I was struggling a little bit to get through that. You don't know it once the chrome's on. Everything's hidden. But we got it off now. So what we're going to do is just take a look at exactly how it's in here. It's pretty evenly spaced all the way around. We've got some spacers down here at the bottom, just little blocks that keep it spaced up from the bottom edge and keep it centered inside the window opening. So I'll just take a look at that, make a note of everything, and then bust out the cold knife and start cutting the urethane out, which is going to be the hard part of this whole project. So just trying to cut this window out, because I don't know if you'll be able to tell this on the video or not, but it's just barely come loose at the top here. The urethane is just a little bit loose, and it's just letting water down in there if we wash the car or something like that. So anyway, we'll get this fixed, hopefully without messing the glass up. So I'm going to try and reuse this glass if possible. That is the goal. So get it cut out, clean everything up real good, and then get it put back together and see if we can do that without tearing anything up. So that's the plan. Alright, just wanted to show you guys a couple tools we're using for this project. I already showed you these clip tool, which is a pretty cool deal. So this is a Lissel 53200. You can see it right here. So it's 35200. So pretty cool. Worked well. You can use it on other things, you know, interior pieces, anything you got clips and stuff like that on. It works pretty well. And this is what's called a cold knife. So we're using this Equalizer brand cold knife. And basically it's just got a really nice blade on it. And they sell these blades in different lengths and thicknesses as well. And you can just slide this in behind the glass, and basically it's got a nice handle on it. So you get both your hands on it and you just pull it around the glass, and you can cut the urethane out. That's the objective there. Now this specific one has an adjustable deal here where you can change the depth of this blade. So this is how you take the blade out right here. So you can see it's a pretty long blade. And I think this is the 1-inch blade that measures the length of the actual cutting part. So you can just slide it in here, and if you need it, you know, your depth to be more, you can just lock it in right there. Now it's set to that depth. Or maybe you don't need it that deep, you just slide it in a little bit, and then bam, it's locked in. So that's about where I had it set. I didn't need it real deep. You want to keep it as low as possible, keep that leverage down so you're not twisting a lot. And then just grab it with this handle, hold it steady up here, and just pull it around the window. So I've done that, And then now I went on Amazon and bought some of these suction cup deals here. So we're going to get these opened up and basically put one on each side of the glass here. So one on this side, one on that side, and then that will allow us to just lift this thing out of here, which I'm sure it's not going to be quite that easy, but anyway, get it up, get it out, and then get it over on the stand that I have set up over here. And once we get it over here, we can clean it up and get all that old urethane off and get the jam cleaned back up and see how it looks. So hopefully we can get all that done tonight. So I don't know how long it'll take, but we'll keep at it. Alright, so we got the back glass out. So it was a little bit of a chore. So we had two people on it and we just flipped it up and over, and when we're pulling it out, the urethane came out pretty good. We had cut it with a cold knife, but it's just really stringy. So anytime you deal with this urethane, it makes an absolute mess. So we had the tape down. Really what we should have done is put more like painters, masking paper around just to protect the paint even more. We had the blanket down, which helped. So got the windshield or the back glass out and then set it over here on the stand. So you can see we've still got the suction cups hooked up, but we've got this fairly well cleaned up. It was an absolute mess. So we've been using some waxy grease remover and then some lacquer thinner, and it's cleaned up pretty nice. So we've still got some more to go, but we're done for the evening here. We're going to get this glass completely cleaned up, and then we'll get it prepped to go back in the car because we're going to try and reuse it as long as it cleans up okay, which it looks like it is. So as for this jam, we'll have to get over here tomorrow and go ahead and start cleaning this jam up. What I did is just put gloves on. You're going to go through a bunch of gloves, a bunch of paper towels, and just pulled off as much of the urethane as we could. And then I'll get over here tomorrow again with some waxy grease remover and stuff and just really try and wipe this out best we can. And then we will put a coat of primer down. So we'll kind of tape everything off, get it cleaned up. And they have some primer that you can put in this jam, and you can just to prep it with the urethane down. So we'll get all that done tomorrow. Well, at least we'll start on it. See how far we get. But that's a wrap for tonight. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you'll know every time we post a new video.